my thumbnail, y'all. I'm trying to get these thumbnails down because I'm learning my YouTube. I'm learning. Anyways, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl, yours truly, Khalif. Welcome back. My name is not Khalifa. Everybody always wants to put a A at the end, but that is not my name. Sorry, my allergies are acting up tonight for some reason. Anywho, you all, I am back with a new video. I felt a burp coming on. Please forgive me. I'm drinking a ginger ale and a water. And I'm chilling. It is Friday, y'all. And I wanted to like jump on this particular topic, because the streets are talking right now. And there's my fake New York coming out. The streets are talking right now because Miss Nicki Minaj, Miss Red Ruby da Sleaze, dropped earlier with the Queen Radio on Amber Radio as well, the Queen Radio episode. So we have that to discuss. Also, too, a few other things. Michael Darby sues Candace Dillard from Real Housewives of Potomac over the allegations that she made about him and some things that he did allegedly. You know what I mean? Allegedly. Some messy sexual things that include fellatio with other men. Yes. So just a few things to chat about and just my opinion on it. And also, too, I wanted to talk about the Billboard's Women in Music event that happened a few days ago. Actually, I think it was last night. But yeah, basically, there's this rumor that's going on that Latto, the new female rappers, Latto and Doechii, apparently has some words backstage because Latto felt some type of way about Doechii shouting out Nicki Minaj. Personally, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna save my opinion on it, but something don't seem right about this story. Something just don't seem right about this particular story. So I'm gonna tell you what it is. So those are a few of the topics. But first of all, I want to get into Nicki Minaj's record, Red Ruby da Sleaze. Okay, because first of all, it came out last night. I didn't even listen to it last night. I woke up this morning. I listened to it this morning. I was driving to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to work, bumping Nicki Minaj. I had my little Celsius drink, like, flying down the street. Like, you know what I mean? So, now, I'm going to be very careful about how I talk about Nicki Minaj because the barbs are terrifying. Okay, I'm just going to be honest. I don't want the barbs coming at me. I don't want nobody. Whew, Lord. Because I said something in the comments last week. And I didn't even disrespect Nicki Minaj, but I did say something in a way of like slightly holding her accountable just a little bit, and a few people were going in on me and it's still happening, but there also are a lot of people who agree with me. So anyways, but it wasn't anything about her lover or anything like that. I know where to tread lightly because I don't want those problems, okay? But we can still talk about it because I love Nicki. I really do. But I'm also a hottie. Too. And yes, before Megan popped up, I was an avid barb. But I'm an objective barb now. So just full disclaimer before the girls, because them damn barbs, they be coming and, the barbs are treacherous, girl. Because they they get so mad. Anyways, okay, so Red Ruby da Sleaze. Okay, first, she's taking shots. And, the thing about Nicki Minaj, whenever she disses someone, she'll make it a hit. She'll make it like a mainstream single. She won't just diss for fun. I think her thing is we're gonna give this the mainstream treatment. Like, we're gonna package it. I'm gonna do a photo shoot. I'm gonna give you the mainstream treatment, and I'm just gonna. But I noticed in a lot of Nicki's diss records, the whole song is not like a diss. It's always a few lines, but it's never the whole thing. You know what I mean? Red Ruby da Sleaze, it's the whole thing. Okay, except the chorus. But each verse, I think it's 2 or 3 verses, she's telling the new girls who's in charge. Okay? And I'm not gonna hold you. Now, I am a hottie. I love me some Megan Thee Stallion. And I know Nicki where her barbs, her energy is pick a side. But I'm gonna have to be in the middle because I'm scared. I'm gonna be honest. A bitch is scared. I'm scared. Getting on camera criticizing Nicki you gotta tread lightly with that because somebody will find the video, and this is all in fun though because for me, I love all female rap. I love all female rappers. I really I really listen to female rap. Like, I listen to all of their albums. I even like Lotto. And a lot of people give me hell for liking Lotto, but I actually like Lotto. I do think she can rap. Is she the best? That's debatable, but I do think she can rap. That's not shade towards her. But I do think she is a good rapper. I think she, she still needs to like grow, but she's been in the game for a very long time. Lotto's definitely been doing her thing. Yes, I know her name is probably for the educational problematic girls. I get it, but this is rap. We're talking about rap right now, so I'm gonna let a few things slide, okay? Because all these girls, every celebrity has something in them that could be deemed as problematic, right? So we're not gonna get hung up on that today. So, anywho, what I do want to talk about is, okay, Red Ruby to Sleaze, the lyrics. When she opened up that song, first of all, the sample of Luma D's "Never Leave You," or "Never Want to Leave You," is fire. The sample is A1. The sample in itself, the opening, she already hooks you in. Like, she already hooks you in. And I'm just like, Nicki, you know exactly what you're doing, girlie. Nicki Minaj knows. She knows exactly what she's doing, okay? And for me, I just was like, girl, this sample is giving me what I need. It's very New York. And, I have my little fake New York accent. Whatever. It's very New York. It's giving. And I'm not going to lie. I was at home standing. I'm not going to lie. When I saw the photo shoot for it, when she was laying on the table with her ass and stuff, and she was like eating Chinese food. Sorry for my language, YouTube. Let me stop cussing. But she was like laying on the table eating Chinese food. I was like, yeah. I don't know. I love it. I love like the extraness, the campiness of it. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I was getting my life to that. I was like, Nicki's laying on this table about to eat. That's the symbology of the photo shoot. She's gonna eat. She's eating. She's eating. She's eating. Okay, and now I know that I appear to be a flip-flop for people who know me. Like, I remember when I was in high school, like, people would be like, oh my God, you were like an avid barb. And I think people are surprised that they, like, people, but also, so I think people stereotype me. You get what I'm saying? Because I think because I'm a fan of Nicki, they just think I only like Nicki. So I literally always be fighting friends, because friends be trying to, like, they try to take out that anger out on me about why they don't like Nicki Minaj. So, and that's not a sub, but like multiple friends have done that to me where they get like this, some of them get like annoyed, and I'm like, well, I genuinely like everybody. Like, I love Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, Missy Elliott, Little Kim. Like, there's Debrat. I listen to Debrat. Like, there's a lot of women who I like. I genuinely like Foxy Brown. Like, I literally listen to all of them, and I listen to their albums. I don't just listen to singles. Because a lot of people, they only listen to singles. They don't listen to full albums. Most people do not sit down and listen to a full album. Like, I listen to albums. Okay, so I try to run through each track, see which one I like, but I do try to give the girls to see what they got. I want to see your pen, or if you write your stuff, if you don't, child. But I want to see what the energy is about, okay? So, sorry if I'm a little loud on this mic. I just got my new mic, y'all. Do y'all like it? She's so cute. Okay, I'm probably talking too fucking loud. Okay, first verse. China, only on MCs if it's breeds red will be the sleeves. Chinese on my sleeve, they want to be Chun-Li's. Oh, okay. We know who that's towards. No shade. We know who it's towards. This whole song is like a clear shot at Megan, but like a few disses at Lotto and Cardi, a little bit of Cardi. Not really a lot of Cardi in my opinion. Now I've been kind of like not fully watching other commentators because I didn't want them to sway my view of anything. But a few of them are like Cardi. I didn't really pick up anything with Cardi, honestly. No. I felt like she was going directly in on Megan and Lotto. I feel like I think Nicki really wants, like, she don't even really care about Lotto. She's just like, Lotto's kind of like a casualty because Lotto like stood up against her and fought against her, which I did talk about on my podcast a few months ago, by the way. And I actually was kind of like, Lotto, you stood up for yourself, okay? Like, go ahead and stand up for yourself, girl, because you have a right to stand up for yourself. But I think Megan, when it comes to rap, and see, this is why people have been in my comments, like on IG and stuff, kind of giving me like a little, not too much of a hard time, but just a little bit of a hard time. because there was this other commentator, and they were just saying how they think that Megan and Nikki could definitely go bar for bar. Like they could definitely, like both of them, like Megan could give her a run for her money. And I agreed. I was like, you know what? Now, I'm not saying that Megan is a better rapper than her, but I do think that Megan holds her own lyrically, the way she raps. And it's not just her mainstream singles, because every time I say that, people only go to the mainstream singles. They don't listen to her projects. I'm like, Megan, no, Megan really raps and she writes. Like Megan Thee Stallion really like gives the girls, she gives it to the girls. Like Megan is, she's a force. Like honestly, Megan is a force to be reckoned with, in my opinion. So, anywho, um, I'm all over the place, y'all, because I ain't gonna hold you. I love female rap. I do. I love female rap. Like, so when Nikki came out, I was like, oh, she's about to. I was like, Nikki's gonna be going in on these girls. I know she is. Because she always does. Like, Nikki. And it's so funny, y'all, because literally I was at work earlier and, like, me and my coworkers, we were, like, gagged. Like, I was like, I'm sitting at home gagged. I told them, I said, bitch, I'm sitting at home. Sorry for my language, y'all. But I was like, I'm sitting at home just gagged. Like, because I want Megan to. And first of all, I'm going to read the rest of these lyrics and pick out what I feel are shots. But let's go back. Because this is why people had an issue with what I was saying on the little, like, bloggers page or whatever. And he's not little. He's actually very big. All respect to him. He's great. I was just saying, what did I say? Okay, I'm going to be very careful with this because I don't want no beef with the barbs. I don't. But my opinion, and we are entitled to that. I'm a little like nervous as I say this shit because I'm like, oh, I don't want the barbs coming for me, girl, because y'all be wearing everyone out, girl. Who the barbs be wearing the girls out? Oh Lord, they do not play. The barbs be at your like. And see, I'm an objective barb. Okay, so y'all don't go too hard on me. Okay, like I hope this is not taken the wrong way. But basically, in my opinion, I feel like the subs really started towards Meg after she collaborated with Cardi B for WAP. That's when I noticed the subs in a few records, such as Fractions and Seeing Green and, referring to Meg as an alcoholic. Just all, and she wouldn't like say names, but you hear the subs, and that's all I was saying. I was like, man, y'all listen to this stuff, y'all hear the subs, like, come on. And the barbs, the other barbs know that. The barbs know who she's talking about. But my opinion was that I feel like the tension started with the fans, and the tension, and I can't speak for Nikki. I mean, we don't really know all the real tea, right? Like, I'm not gonna act like I know these girls personally because I don't. But I'm just saying what I've seen in the blogs and stuff is that, Nikki kind of felt a little bit of a way when she went and worked with Cardi because they were on Instagram Live. And, Meg, the barbs are saying that Meg was shading, saying things like, oh, we actually write, which she did do, right? She did do that, and she got the feature for Hot Girl Summer. But around that same time, I recall her doing a magazine interview. I forgot what magazine it was for, but she did an interview around that time, and they kept asking her to, like, basically, like, who do you kind of rock with more? And her answers were always like, I support her and Cardi. Like, that's sort of where she always was, right? So that's why the barbs say that Megan is fake, because they feel like, okay, well, regardless of what you said, girl, like, why were you on IG Live? And then you got the feature out of her, and then after you got that feature, a year later, you did WAP. Now, on my end, I don't think Megan is fake. You want to know why? Because why would she turn down a feature with Cardi B? Do you see what I'm saying? And this is where the tension comes in, with the barbs and the Barty gang and the hotties. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot. So my opinion on that particular page was that I was just like, I think that Megan has her own career and she should be able to do what she wants to do. Like, she can't stop her whole career off of trying to be in the middle of someone else's beef. And even she even rapped about that too. Like, Megan has literally rapped about this. Like, I think she put it in the Ain't Equal song. Like, she was just saying, like, that's not my beef. Like, I'm not going to get in the beef. Like, if you listen to Megan's records, there are a few records where Megan has talked about this situation in her music. She talked about it in Ain't Equal. She talked about it in Thought Shit. That's when she was, like, really dissing Nicki, because I think Thought Shit came out after Seeing Green and all that. but right before, something like that. But that's where she was really dissing Nicki Minaj, with subs, because the girls take shots. This is rap. All the girls take shots. You know what I mean? So when it comes to the sport of rap, we have to understand that the girls are gonna, now. Oh, this is such a juicy conversation. I just feel like I do not have enough time because we're already at 15 minutes. But long story short, it's some tension between those two. And I think that Megan is strategically not responding. I think that Nicki is like, I'm going to bait you. I'm going to keep, because the Red Ruby to Sleaze, Nicki had me gagged, girl. I was like, Nicki. Wait, what did she say? She said 700 on them horses when we fixing to leave, but I don't F with horses since Christopher Reeves. And then she like paused in the song just to let it sit. I was like, Nicki, you are you little bitch. She's such a bitch. Oh my god, I felt evil like laughing because I'm such a big fan of Megan. Like I truly am. And honestly, Nicki did say some, like with the Drop a Tear thing, that was really nasty. I know she said that on the Super Freaky Girl remix. That was where I was like, okay, girl, you doing too much. Like the lady done lost her mom and stuff. You're really being like a mean girl. You're a bad girl, mean girl. But yeah, Nicki definitely took her shots. The chorus is cute. I think the chorus was like a shout out to like Foxy with the na-na-nas and stuff like that. Now, verse 2, when the queen leave, bees want to come out like a cockroach until I'm cooking in the kitchen like a pot roast. Okay, we don't fill potholes. Okay, shout out to the O's, H in front of that, that's watching me like Movados, okay? And this is where the people say the Cardi just comes in. All them botched face photos, why would you post those? Okay, that's apparently a sub to Cardi. Mad at y'all Duppy since I heard you like my ghost hoes. Oh, sorry for cussing you, so I'm trying not to cuss. Big truck, but I'm alone like Posto. Call Malone and tell him I'm going Posto. Okay, cute wordplay, cute. Desert Eagle if you're in acting super bold. I like that. Nicki is very creative. Now, what had me laughing when she said, because bees couldn't walk in my Crocs, that's word to Dundee, that had me laughing. And then she said, just a bunch of airheads like Kelly Bundy. She's really slick. Oh, she's slick. Nicki is slick. I ain't gonna hold you. Nicki's slick with that mouth. She's a slick one. Last shot at Megan, 600 horses, how you gonna catch the boss? Caught him when they hand out trying to catch the sauce. Wait, and then where's the Doritos one? Because everyone's going crazy. So I'm reading the lyrics right now in real time. There was another one where she took a shot at Doritos, and they were saying that it was a lyric where she said Doritos. Okay? Oh, Doritos bees mad that they not chose. Shout out to my Vato. Shout out to the O's that's watching me like Movados. Okay, yeah. That was a shot at Megan. So, there were a few lines. I feel like the cockroach one was towards Lotto. That's just not saying that Lotto was a cockroach. But I'm just saying. Y'all see, I'm trying to be so diplomatic, girl, because people get so passionate, the barbs, the hotties, so we be in them comments, and even when I was commenting, I was trying my best to be respectful because I know the barbs get so sensitive. Like one barb, he was going off on me. He was like, you're spinning a narrative. I was like, I'm not spinning anything. I was like, I genuinely think Nicki feels some type of way about that WAP collab. And I was like, that's all I'm saying. I'm not spinning a narrative. I just feel like once that happened, Nicki was like, okay, I'm really going to keep going in on you. It's beef. What's up? I'm going to keep lighting you up. I'm going to keep subbing you. And here's the thing about Nicki Minaj. I like Little Kim, and we cannot act like it's just annoying having these debates with, like, fans or, like, barbs, because a lot of barbs, they really did not, especially in my age group, like, I'm like a millennial or whatever, but I'm still young, so a lot of barbs, they did not really listen, like especially the young ones. They did not listen to like other girls like that. They just didn't. Or maybe the other girls just didn't really have like a strong hold on them. Me, I grew up like at like the peak of Little Kim and at the very end of Little Kim. Like when Little Kim like got out, I think I was like 12 or something like that. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna tell my age on here, but you know what I'm saying? She's so young. So basically what I'm trying to say is that I think some of the barbs, they just don't really like the other girls like that, or they just, It's like it's a lot of rhetoric about like who's number one, but they just can't respect like other female rappers like Little Kim, Missy Elliott, Eve. So I actually listen to like a lot of those girls, and I know some people might be like, "Oh, you're an old bitch." I'm not old. I'm very young. So, but what I'm trying to say is that, whew, Red Ruby the Sleaze. Sorry for my rant, y'all, because this song is lit, and the sample honestly is what grips you into this record, in my opinion. It's the samples and the disses. Without that sample, that Lumidee sample, and without those clean disses, whew, it would have been like okay, but that Red Ruby to Sleaze, honestly, like I was comparing it to Fractions and Seeing Green, and I'm like, okay, Red Ruby to Sleaze definitely stands out. I even compared it to Chun Li, cause Nicki, if you listen to, I'm a real fan. Like you listen to LLC, you listen to Chun Sway, you listen to Chun Li, you listen to Hard White, you listen to Good Form. No, not she doesn't really diss in Good Form like that, no. But Hard White, she really disses. LLC, she really disses in that. So Nicki definitely has her records. Coco Chanel, a little bit with Foxy, a tad. But yeah, and with Megan, like Megan takes her shots back. Like Megan, if you listen to Ain't Equal, if you listen to Savage, the original version, I'm gonna be objective with all the girls. The original version of Savage, Megan had a line saying, "I'm kicking bees out they spot, Sally Chan. Oh, I'm kicking bees out they spot, Sally Chan. You calling yourself Sally Chan? You know it's a Chun Li." See, I'm just saying. So both of them have been kind of like, you know, a little bar play here and there. Megan also with NDA, Not Nice. What's another record? What's that other record that came out? I think it's called Ungrateful, off of Traumazine. That's like a clear one, and she's calling out, Onika on that. Um, yeah, and honestly, the girlie is definitely gifting hers. She took some shots there. Her a little bit, just a tad bit of a shot, basically saying like, "You're not gonna knock me down. I'm not worried about you." Yada yada yada. Flip flop. So Megan definitely has said, "Oh, Kitty Cat, I love Kitty Cat by Megan. Ooh, ooh, I love Kitty Cat. Out of Town Freestyle, Tuned In, and even with those records, you'll hear some subs. The subs are there. So what I'm trying to say is that all the girls definitely, the girls do sub each other. They do. A Thought Shit is like one of the clearest ones where she directly was like, I think she was like, "I'm the shit per the Recording Academy." She's rapping about how she won Grammys, and basically Nicki hasn't won Grammys. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to paint Megan or Nicki as a villain. I genuinely love both girls. I don't want nobody in my comments trying to light me up. I ain't got no time for that. Whew, y'all barbs are lethal, okay? So I try my best to be careful with my commentary, because girl, they got me shaking in my boots, honey. But no, it's all in fun. And Red Ruby the Sleaze, Nicki is like, "Girl, I'm gonna wake these girls up. I'm gonna wake these girls up. I'm gonna wake them up. I'm gonna wake them up." And I'm just gagged. I'm a little gagged. I'm gagged. I'm just a little gagged. But I know when Megan responds, it's gonna be something. When Megan Thee Stallion responds, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. What did Carisha say? You girls always say something. So that's just my little thoughts on Red Ruby to Sleaze. And I'm trying not to make this video like ultra, ultra, ultra long, but there are a few other things I want to talk about. Candace Dillard, she is receiving a lawsuit of $2 million from Michael Darby from Real Housewives of Potomac for the comments that she made on the show. If you don't know what she said on the show, she made a few comments just stating how Michael Darby is allegedly homosexual child. Allegedly one of the girls or one of the boys. How you doing? Shout out to Wendy. But yeah, basically, Michael Darby has coin, and Candace also has coin. So I think for him, he just wanted it to be a thing of like, stop talking about me, stop pushing this narrative. So he decided to actually sue her. Oh, sorry, y'all, my scalp. Oh, she's itchy. Yeah, but he decided to actually sue her. You know what I mean? So I'm a little shocked actually because it came after the season aired. And I guess he's just tired of Candace saying stuff because, Candace has definitely been using that against Ashley on the show. And, also the other girls have too, just saying how Michael is, gay because he grabbed Juan's butt. You all have to watch Real Housewives of Potomac. It's a great show. Yeah, the reunion was cute. I've only seen clips. I didn't watch the full thing yet. But yeah, I was just shocked that he actually filed a lawsuit against Candace for defamation of character. Um, that had me a little shook. Ooh, her glasses are crooked, child. That had me a little shocked because I was like, oh my God, he actually sued her. Wow. That's interesting. I saw Creed 3. It was lovely. It's such a good movie. You all should go see Creed 3. It is Friday night. I'm just so happy that like the weekend is here, y'all, because this week has just been ultra busy and very just intense and just very busy. And I really feel like this year is just gonna be like crazy busy. At this point, I'm like rambling. I feel like this year is gonna be like extremely busy. Golly. Ugh, it's like, but if you want to do stuff in this world, you do have to be productive. I'm rambling, but next topic would be Drew Sidora. Um, Drew Sidora's husband, Ralph Pittman, filed for divorce. So this story broke a few days ago. And it broke out of nowhere. I think it was like Tuesday or Monday morning. It just hit the blogs. And an hour later, it showed that actually Drew Sidora filed a divorce before Ralph did. So both of these two people, these are reality stars on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And on the show, he just never treated her right. Like watching that show, I just did not like how he treated her. And see, he's an Aquarius. He's an embarrassment to Aquarians. He is such an embarrassment to Aquarians. Ooh, I don't want to do product stuff in my video. Hold on. Can't show the label, child. I mean, these videos ain't like popping yet, but yeah, honestly, I feel like Drew needs to be freed of this relationship. I just feel like that marriage was just very toxic because it was the way that he would talk to her on that show, their arguments. He was like very narcissistic. He would gaslight her. And it was just kind of sad because you would see her like fighting herself, fighting with him. And as women, I think that a lot of us have been through that. I think that's why a lot of people kind of ride for Drew on the show because they want her to be free. They want her to leave. And finally, it's happening. And also, too, in the documents, it came out that she accused him of cheating and also abuse. Now, what kind of abuse? I have not read that far, but let's take a look. Let's see here. I need new glasses. My glasses low cricket, child. Hold on. Oh. Oh, she's stating that he got physically aggressive. So this is public information, although I'm going to say allegedly because, now they're suing the girls. I'm not even popular, but, if you say the wrong thing on here, you see why it's easier to not be on camera. Yeah, okay, so Drew was accusing him of physical abuse, and he got physically aggressive, that they had an altercation where he took her cell phone and, like, grabbed the phone and said that he paid the bill, and she, like, fell to the floor. And that he is physically aggressive. He gets physically aggressive and like intimidating, allegedly. Oh wow. And this is according to our good Judy's at this is according to our good Judy's at lovebscott.com and TMZ. So both of them, okay, so this broke March 1st. Okay, so this broke on this story broke on Wednesday, but I think Tuesday was the day that they announced the actual divorce happening. And the blogs and the stories of TMZ were saying that Ralph did it first, but then after that, it came out that actually Drew filed for divorce an hour before him. So shout out to you, Drew. I just think Drew needs to be free of this particular relationship. I mean, the way that he treated her on that show, it just, but you know what they say about reality shows? They say when married couples go on those shows, they tend to break up. And the reason why, I'm not going to say that he wasn't always treating her that way. I actually think that Ralph I think he was already treating her that way. I do. But I think when people watch this stuff back on television, that's where it gets a little murky. That's where it gets a little bit murky. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh my God, I'm watching on TV how I'm being treated by my husband or my wife or whoever it may be. This is public now. So, like, everyone's commenting, everyone's seeing how I'm being treated in real time. Like, well, not even in real time because the show, reality shows usually air after. But shout out to you, Drew. We're gonna pray for Drew here at my YouTube channel, the Khalif Now, Khalif Starks YouTube channel, Perfect Blend Podcast. We're gonna pray for her, and honestly, because I really like Drew Sidora. I really like her. I think she is a beautiful woman. I think she's a sweetheart. She's a Taurus. Not saying that everyone is perfect. No human is perfect on this earth, but I do think that Drew is a good person. And I do think that she deserves better. And Ralph is fine, but he just seems like one of those men that's just ooh, just a little narcissist, like a little controlling. Like, it's just the way he would talk to her and intimidate her on that show. I remember on Real Housewives, like 2 seasons ago, I was watching them in like a therapy session, and this was like back in 2021. I was watching them in a therapy session, and she started like crying because he said something mean to her. And I just was like, Drew, ooh, girl, you gotta get out of this. Then it was like another scene where they were at dinner, and she just asked like a simple question, and he got so angry, and he like left the dinner. And she was like, no, like I'm not, I just want to have a conversation. And there are some men who do that. Like, men be doing that. So that's like a power control thing. Like, that's like clear emotional abuse. Like, I'm proud of her. She needs to go ahead and leave that alone, cause. And also, he left for Florida. Do y'all remember? Look, I'm gonna keep ranting. He left to Florida. Okay, if you watched Real Housewives of Atlanta, I know I'm all over the place, but I hope you're following about this toxic ass marriage. Okay. Um, he literally left for like 3 days randomly, and he went to Florida, and she didn't even know. And he like stayed in a hotel room, but she didn't know like where he was. He didn't like tell her anything. And then he came back home like nothing happened. And he said he just had to leave just to clear his mind. Wasn't answering his phone, wasn't answering anything. Like, at least that's what I can remember, child. But I believe, yeah, he wasn't communicating that. So, shout out to you, Drew. Shout out to you, girl. Oh, hold on. She has to, ooh. Okay, we're back. Yeah, so those are a little bit of my little celeb, little like takes or whatever. I don't know what we're gonna call them, but I really do these on YouTube like this. And I just wanted to be a little bit more like interactive with you all who watch. And Red Ruby to Sleaze, look, I've been speeding in my car bumping that, girl. Like, I go hold you. And I want Azealia where is Azealia Banks? Because Azealia, she be giving it to Nikki. That's the rap beef I want to see. I want to see Azealia and Nikki go at it. But see, Nikki is very strategic about who she disses. She only disses girls who are like, kind of like, on her way to her caliber, or like damn near like getting close, like Cardi B or like Megan, or you know what I'm saying, or like kind of they have their own presence. Like, she's not gonna like really give the energy to someone like a Remy Ma, because even with Remy Ma, when her and Remy were going at it, it was like the way that Nikki did it. Nikki was kind of like, oh, like I don't know what you're talking about. Although she kind of was subbing a little bit. But Remy kept taking it towards her, and Remy just kind of like went out the gate with it. But she did it in a way where Nikki could like deny it because Nikki was so clever. You know what I'm saying? So, but even looking back, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really feel that Nikki like really went in on Remy Ma. Like, Remy, I love Remy too. Don't get it twisted. I listen to Based on a True Story. I do listen to that album too. I'm not lying to y'all. I really do. I do. I listen to all the girlies. I don't know. I feel like that beef was also like a push by the labels. The labels wanted to see a girl go at Nick, and I do agree with Nicki Minaj on that. And I think Remy was just ready for that opportunity. You know what I mean? And it just did not make her look good. Like, it was such a big diss record, one of the biggest diss records, right? But even like Nas pulled it down from streaming sites, I guess, so she couldn't get a coin from that. And although I do like Remy Ma, but it's like, I feel like Remy just missed her mark with that diss, although it was a great diss record. And I think even Nikki said it. Like, Nikki was kind of like, okay, I give you that. You ate that. You know what I'm saying? I think I've read somewhere that Nikki did an interview and she was kind of like, I commend her for like taking a shot at me. I'm still the queen, but like she did her big, she took a shot. It was shots were fired. I can't even knock it because the whole world when Sheether came out, everybody was gagged. Do y'all remember? That was like in what, 2016, 2018? Oh my God, when Sheether came, I think it was 2016, 2017. When Sheether came out, we were gagged. I look so sleepy. I've been at work all day, y'all. And I got eyelashes on. But anyways, I think Nikki, she wants to pick at the girls who actually can like go at her and give her a run for her money. Because we gotta remember, I think Nikki really like enjoys rap. Not saying the other girls don't, because I also think Megan has that same hunger of like, I really enjoy rap. Like I do this. Like I write. Like I'm about it. Like let's go. Like you know what I mean. Like I want to see what you got. I want you to hear what I got. Like I want us to like go at each other. So I think that's kind of why Nikki was like, let me just call Megan out. And even the imagery now. Nikki had half pink and half red hair. Now, I'm not saying she's stealing, but red, ruby, the sleeves. Okay, so when it comes to marketing, we notice how Nikki always like uses, like pink is like a big thing of her brand. Nikki started using red in her brand around like when Yikes came out. That's when like red started, at least in my opinion, when she started using more red. And I think Yikes came out in like 2018, 2019 or whatever. And Yikes was a good record. But this time I noticed how she had the half pink and half red, little buns with the chopsticks in them. So it gave Chun-Li again, but it gave like a revamped version of Chun-Li, but like a new character. You get me? Someone who's like, I'm gonna be the bad guy today. This is not Nicki Minaj, this is someone else, and I'm gonna call these girls out, and I'm gonna shake them up just a little bit. That's what it gave. It gave, I'm gonna come out, but her even wearing the red and all the red in the video, I was like, okay. Now, Megan's color, let me not say it's her color, but I noticed that Megan with the hottie thing, like red and orange are like her big marketing colors. You know how when like the girls come out, they usually like have a color or like some type of like cartoon that they're trying to mimic, because you can't really do a Barbie. Nobody else can really do a Barbie. So the only two girls that really have like strong brands are like Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, and like Doja Cat. Those girls have like very strong brands. And the reason why I'm calling out colors is because that's probably like my little like silent like brand analyst in me, child. But colors are like a big deal, it makes sense, right? When artists like dress a certain way or their hair is a certain color and stuff like that. Not saying that these girls own these colors. All I'm saying is that I noticed how she had half pink and half red. So, and she kept repeatedly making comments about horses, horsepower, driving horses. I ain't messed with a horse since Christopher Reeves. Like, just all these clear things where I'm kind of like, okay, you are saying, come here, girl, come here, and let's go at it. So Nikki just keeps, picking at that girl. But also Megan has been responding back. Go back and listen to her stuff, y'all, because Megan definitely does take shots. She does. And I'd be like, oh, both of them, they be, yeah. So it's a lot. But as y'all know, I'm an objective barb and I'm a hottie. And I support Megan Thee Stallion as well. And honestly, I wonder, because this was a good rec. Like, Red Ruby the Sleeves was good. It's cute. It's good. She did that. It's fire. She did that. Nikki did that. She did that. I wonder what Megs will sound like, y'all. I wonder. So that's enough of this. We've been here for a long time. I'm gonna let y'all go. This is a long video. I apologize. But I hope you enjoyed. Drop down below and let me know what you thought about Red Ruby Sleaze, Candace Dillard being sued by Michael Darby on Real Housewives, Drew Sidor from Real Housewives of Atlanta divorcing Ralph Pittman. All these juicy little topics on this beautiful Friday night. This was so fun, and I hope y'all enjoy this video. And Barbs, please, I hope y'all do not find me and like go off on that. Like, I ain't got no time. Because these Barbs, but see, I'm an objective Barb. I really am. Like, I really love Nicki Minaj. I really do. But, it's It's rap music, so rappers are always gonna go at it. I mean, back in the day, Little Kim and Eve and Foxy were fighting. Foxy and Queen Latifah were beefing. Everyone was damn near beefing back then. It wasn't like all the unity that you see. It was unity, but they have their beef too. Like Eve was going at it with Little Kim and Fox. They were all beefing with each other. The only one who really stayed out of it was Missy Elliott and DeBrat. Like they kind of stayed out of stuff, but anyways, it's rap, and I know that the girls have their problems, so I know people get annoyed with me, like, when I be like, oh, Nikki did that. They're like, shut up, girl. And I'm like, but you thought the same thing. It's so funny because oh my God, my coworkers, they have me dying. Like, I was like, y'all know she ate that. And they were like, she did, but she's a problem. And I'm like, but she ate though. She ate that. She ate that. She did. She did. I'm a hottie though, so I'm ready for Meg to respond. Because Meg be writing too. Okay, I'm done. Drop them in the comments and tell me what you think. If you love female rap, let me know who you like right now. Oh, wait. I forgot Doechii and Lotto. I think that's the publicity stunt. I don't think Doechii and Lotto had a fight backstage so there's this article that came out saying that Doechii, the female rapper, Doechii and Lotto had like words backstage because Lotto felt some type of way about Doechii shouting out Nicki Minaj. I genuinely do not think Lotto was mad about that at all. Like, I don't think Lotto was shading her. I think, honestly, this is legit PR for both of those girls. I think both of their teams are in on it. And I really think it's just PR because Lotto and Doechii have always been kind to each other on social media. Like, they've always, like, been really, really cool with each other. I mean, even the night of the award show, which I believe was last night, they both posted each other on their stories, and even Lotto responded saying that it was a lie. So I genuinely think that was just, like, a PR thing on both of their teams. That's just what I think personally. I mean, I could see through that. I'm like, girl, that's clear PR. So, anyways, I don't think Doechii and Lotto have an issue because they've always supported each other. They've always been pretty like chill. So I don't think they have an issue with one another. But yeah, girl. Yes, honey. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Drop down below, like, comment, and share. I am out. This was so fun. And yeah, subscribe as well. Okay, bye.